Data files. The most commonly used type of files are data files. Information is stored on the memory device in the form of a file called the data file. Data files allow us to store information permanently. We can access and alter that information whenever it is necessary. So, files not only provide a means of storing information permanently, they also allow us to access that information, update that information or delete that information permanently. Moreover, files are a means by which we can easily access as well as store data. So, why do we have to go in for these files, and what are the other means of storing information on a computer that differentiates between the information that is stored on a file and the other means? There are two types of data files in C. The one is the stream oriented data files. That these are the standard data files that are used in C programming because they are easier to work with and they are more commonly used. Easier to work with in the sense they have more or less the same protocol for all the operations that are performed on these C files. The other one is the system oriented or the low level data files, wherein they use very low level language statements which is difficult for the user or the programmer to understand. So, in such a situation it will be more difficult for them to remember the kind of statements that are to be used, the syntax that is to be used while working with them. So, most of them prefer to go in for these stream oriented files which are the default mode of operation when we use files on C. So, we will now see about these stream oriented files. Within stream oriented files also there are two categories. One are the text files, the other is unformatted data files. So, from these two difference itself you can identify that text files are a kind of formatted ones. Formatted in the sense they follow some kind of a format while storing information, and data that is stored in these text files is easier to be identified separately because they have a certain format of storage. It is easier to identify each piece of information within a text file.